For our last day in Waterton, we took a drive out to see Cameron Lake. We were a little tired after the past couple of days, so we weren't planning to actually hike. We enjoyed the drive out and seeing the various mountains swing by. We reached Cameron Lake and were impressed by the views of the surrounding mountains. The lake itself stretches down into Montana in the US. After seeing the area, we wanted to walk around a little. We honestly were not planning to hike up a mountain.
4.1 to Summit Lake. Summit Lake, 1.5 to 2 hours. Rated moderate.
I filmed this after we finished, so my brain was not working.
Summit Lake, so we go from about, I don't know what that is. I can't think right now. Less than 1,700 maybe. To just over 2,000 to the lake.
The first part of the trail leads through some lovely old-growth forest which had been spared by the Kenno fire. It had all the views that one would expect. Spiderwebs dancing in the breeze. Various plants that enjoyed the shaded forest floor. And views of giants that once looked over the land.
That's the part that I never got.
We also spotted a survey marker. We continued to explore. I found the unfortunate remains of a bird who had been caught. A moss-covered log with bits of web shining in the light. Things began to go up. We also exited the forest and were among an area that had been burnt in the fire. Yellowing leaves added contrast to the greens. Meanwhile, the views continued to become more and more amazing. This is sped up slightly to show the cloud shadows crawling across the mountains. There is still more to climb. Along the trail, spring water seeped out and started its journey to larger bodies of water.
Good morning. Can't really see me, but oh well. That's Linden. Down there is Cameron Lake, which also extends into the Montana side behind me there. And we're just heading up to this kind of divide, I guess, and gonna see what we can see up there. Don't know how far we'll get, but it's been a nice walk so far. It's pretty warm so far.
Dark-eyed juncos flitted along the trail, rarely staying still long enough to get a good image. These small birds have several subspecies in North America, each differing slightly in their plumage, but all having the characteristic dark eyes.
Way down there, you can see the parking lot. We are parked right there. Vehicle's still there, so that's good.
I delighted in finding this bright yellow violet.
Definitely test your vertigo. There's my shadow way down there. Trail that we came back on is somewhere, can't even see it. And we haven't gotten all the way up yet either. I think there's one more switchback, and then we get up to the top.
The tree trunks still reminded of the harsh life in the mountains, being bent by snow in the winter. Now they stand as a reminder of the fire.
That's a neat one. Make a good washboard. Don't know what it is. It had longer stems. But it's fuzzy plant. We're almost at the top. Looks like just a gentle slope up now. In case you don't believe me, it's on the top of the mountain. There you go. Washboardy. This is really pretty. All the fireweed seeds floating off into the air. All the colors of their leaves too.
The more horizontal slope allowed us to catch our breath and admire the landscape. There was still a higher peak, but we wouldn't be heading there today. A large rock offered a flat surface and would be tempting to sit on for a picnic, but we wanted to see the lake.
It seemed like everybody was at the rock there.
Osmond again.
It's a very cute lake. I want to go by the lake.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any claw marks though. But the hole down there is kind of interesting, like somebody was trying to get at whoever lives in the hole.
I'm guessing it was a bear, and the bears in Waterton are known to flip rocks and tree trunks in search of moths hibernating from the cold. They provide some easy protein to help bulk up for the winter. Summit Lake offered a great view and a chance to enjoy some sunshine.
High altitude dragonfly.
We also enjoyed a small snack before preparing to head back. And it was on the way back that the fuzz storm hit.
That is not snow, that's seeds. Holy crap! Wow! You're getting stuck on my nose.
The initial gust eased off, and we started to make our way back. Soon, it was time for round 2.
And not just into the air, but on us too.
The storm of seeds was mainly from fireweed. It made us appreciate how far the seeds could be carried.
Hi everyone. So we're almost back at the trailhead, and Lyndon's back there somewhere. There he is. Had a pretty good hike. Nice route down. Wasn't too steep. Calves are still quite tired. We're starting to notice we're tripping on everything now. Right, Lyndon?
Yeah, it's true.
So, had a good time though. Nice last hike to close off the trip, I guess, sort of. Tomorrow we'll start heading back home. God, you could probably even see us up there. kind of see the trail. If I can get my finger going here, goes that way. And you can see another line kind of coming back across that way. But yeah, we went up and over, and then the lake is up there.
And on our drive back, we were lucky to see some black bears.
Is it a grizzly? They don't look very grizzly-like. Cuteness.
Including a mother with 2 cubs. Summit Lake was a great conclusion to a wonderful visit to Waterton. As always, thanks for watching.